My name is Bill, this is Yo-Yo Tech. I don't know about you, I use Android TV. It was time for an upgrade. Today we're going to take a look at the Nvidia Shield. It's probably one of the best Android TV boxes on the market right now. Hold on a second, we'll get into the details. Have you ever been to a friend's house and they have a super fancy home entertainment system, the big screen TV, all the fancy devices, speakers, amplifiers, the works, and then they pull out some sort of crazy keyboard remote, or sometimes it's wired, and they fumble around for 20 minutes to put on a movie or watch some content or bring up a YouTube video? They're probably using a low-end, cheap Android box. And the problem with this is that these things ruin the experience for everybody. Android TV is absolutely fantastic. I've been using it for a while. I have had a pure Android box, one from Google, for quite a while. The only problem is it has gotten quite old and quite slow over time. The nice thing about it is pure. It runs a beautiful interface, works with a remote, you sit on the couch and use it, and it's just the way it's supposed to be. That's why I was super excited when Nvidia sent me the Nvidia Shield Android TV box. This is a 4K Android box, and it has totally transformed the way we watch television. Not only can I watch Netflix, Vudu, Google Play movies, streaming, YouTube, all of that stuff, this has Google Voice Assistant built into it, so I can grab the remote and just tell it to turn my lights on or off. It has the option to add a live TV tuner card through USB, which would actually allow me to record over-the-air signals, so HDTV, local station sports, that type of thing. I've installed Plex on here, and it actually runs Plex media server, so I can plug in a additional USB storage device, and I can actually record television right onto this box. Not only that, I can share out media that I have on this box so that phones and tablets and things like that around my house can watch it remotely in other rooms of the house. On top of that, you can turn this into a complete smart home controller. They have a smart home bundle, which essentially bundles Smartthings. So you've probably seen my review for the Smartthings hub that came out recently. Well, you can buy that, or you can buy this, and it has it all built into it. I mean, it is a fantastic option. So I've been super excited with it. My son has been super excited. He's been on Fortnite nonstop. The games on this are amazing. The bundle that they sent me actually comes with a game controller. And guys, I mean, obviously, I don't have enough good to say about this. Please, 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 if you're in the market for an Android TV box and you're looking at one of those cheap off-the-shelf ones, keep this in mind. They don't get updates. This one boasts over 20 updates alone that they've already sent out to customers using this. Those boxes, they're not optimized to be on your TV. Like I said, most of them have keyboards or funky wired devices. Some of them have these weird air mice that you have to use, or sometimes you even need to use your phone just to operate it. This guy has 2 remote controls. It has a small coin cell operated remote, which you can do absolutely everything with. It also has the gamepad, which can be used as a full-out controller. So if you want to control it, watch media, go through your menus, flip through things like that, it's awesome. So again, this has changed our television entertainment lifestyle. It has totally revolutionized it. It has made us cord cutters extreme. And let's stop me talking and take a closer look at how we set it up and what it's all about. We have the Android hub. You can see here that we have an Ethernet adapter, 1 HDMI port, as well as 2 high-speed USB-B ports, I believe those are. And it comes in this nice, slim, little box, something you would expect from Nvidia. Also in the box is the remote control. Now the remote control is a very slim coin battery operated remote. It has only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons, kind of has a D-pad up at the top. You can see that there, as well as a big, gigantic mic button in the middle here. And this, of course, is for the Google Assistant and will allow you to summon up Google to control your smart home. So this is a really nice feeling, well-weighted game controller. And the buttons are very tactile, very clicky. There is a headphone jack underneath. So setup is super simple. I have found its rightful place here on my media center. And super simple, you got one plug in the back and you have a HDMI cable. Got our controller. Now you can go ahead and plug Ethernet in. I don't have an Ethernet cable here, so we're gonna go ahead and give the wireless a try. Let's turn on the TV and Nvidia logo. So obviously it's gonna take a minute to boot up. So I think one of the things that really stands out about this box for me is its updates and the frequency of it. Like I said, I've had a lot of Android boxes in the past, and I mean, to be honest, after a few months, they start to get a little long in the tooth, and they just get to that point where you feel they need replacing, and it's almost like they become a disposable product and you're throwing them away. The Nvidia, I believe they boasted somewhere in the literature I read about 20 updates they've already had. I mean, that's fantastic, and to be honest, it's unheard of for a Android box. I mean, the companies making these, they just don't do that. It's faster and simpler to release a brand new box. So on the first boot up, this thing is asking me, do you have an Android phone or tablet? Use the Android device, phone, tablet, or other device to set up the TV with a few simple clicks. In the search box, type set up my device, or just say, okay Google, set up my device. Okay Google, set up my device. So on my phone here, I've got a getting started thing that has come up. You can see. We'll go ahead and do next. It's searching for devices, connecting to your device, and I have a code. And the code matches the TV, KZWFSW. Verify the code, I do next on my device. And it is now asking me for my Wi-Fi. It's asking me to choose my Google account. And now it is copying my Google account and my data over to the Shield. And there it is, receiving account and internet information. So I mean, the setup of that was super easy. If you're already using Android, that's gonna be a super easy way to get things set up. What I really like about all of this is if you are on the Android ecosystem already, everything is going to be integrated here. You've got your Nest cameras and thermostat that will be usable and accessible through this. You have your Google Home, which integrates into this. You've got music, your phone, you've got Google Photos, you've got YouTube. All of that works with the Nvidia Shield. And again, you have that added Google Assistant now built into here as well. So when you're sitting here at night, you're gonna talk to your remote and it's gonna do what you want it to do, which is, to be honest, a nice little added feature. It comes up with a screen here that allows us to start picking some of our favorite apps. So you know what? CBC News, I'm gonna put that in. Spotify, don't use Red Bull. TED is always good. My son uses this, so YouTube Kids. I like baseball. Let's go ahead and put Steam on there. I think that's enough for now. Continue. So that's it. Now again, on first boot here, we're seeing the standard Google screen. Let's go up here and really quickly take a look under our settings, down to about. The version, we are running version 8 of Android. So if I go under resolution under HDMI here, it is running at 4K 59.940 Hertz. Color format is YUV 428-bit REC 709, and it's HDCP 2.2 compliant. The audio mode is PCM 16-bit, single processing floating point DD and DTS, if that means anything to you. So there are a lot of things actually installing on this right now, coming down automatically. I think those apps that I did at the beginning, I can also see some games and stuff coming in. So let's go ahead and give something a try. Turn off the video game wall.
Okay, turning the video game.
It's a little short, but you can see it actually did turn off the video game wall. Those are my nano leaf tiles on the wall there, so we're gonna give that another try here. Turn on the video game wall.
Okay, turning on the video game wall.
And there we go. So it's back on again. So right out of the box, it's controlling the home automation stuff, which is fantastic. Let's try a few other things from voice here. Watch Friends on Netflix.
Sure, opening Netflix.
And there we go. Now the quality, the picture on this is amazing. Obviously, Friends was not filmed in 4K, but very nice. So guys, for all of you that are interested, let's talk specs. The Nvidia Shield has a Nvidia Tegra X1 processor with a 256 core GPU and 3 gigabytes of RAM. It is 4K HDR ready, up to 4K HDR playback at 60 frames per second. Dolby Atmos pass-through and DTS surround sound, high resolution audio playback. Storage 16 gigabytes. Wireless 802.11ac 2x2 MIMO 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Bluetooth 4.1 BLE support. Captive portal support as well. Gigabit Ethernet, HDMI 2.0B with HDCP 2.2 and CEC support, which means you can turn your TV on and off. You can control your devices that way. 2 USB 3.0 Type A interfaces. Gaming features, you've got the Nvidia GeForce Now gaming streaming service and Nvidia Gamestream. So guys, that was a kind of behind the scenes, how I'm using it, how it's affected my life. Honestly, if you're looking at these, I highly recommend them. You know what? You can take your chances with the cheapy Android TV boxes, but I guarantee you'll be kicking yourself later saying, why didn't I just spend a little bit extra up front and get the complete package? Because you're going to end up with 2, 3, 4 of those before you find one before you finally decide it's not worth it and you do it right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to see you in the next video.